Remember I said in my last review that Incredibles 2 is the most hyped up animated movie this year and maybe will pass Frozen in the box office? This is basically the least hyped up animated movie this year. And still got like 1/6 of the box office money because kids didn't like the look of beautifully crafted stop motion puppies with a message about how if you help someone, if somebody helps you throughout your whole life, then maybe you should help them too in the darkest moment. They like the look of Sherlock Gnomes. Sherlock freaking Gnomes. I was looking more forward to this than to the Teen Titans Go movie than this. Because at least if their teaser trailer, I laughed at if Aquaman can get a movie, anyone can. But this, I couldn't even think of one good nice thing to say about this movie besides the animation is better than North of the Northland food fight. And that's saying a lot. But it came out on digital for June 5th. Took up my laptop and watched Sherlock Gnomes, and I was decently surprised. Don't get me wrong. If I was sent back to March 23rd, was able to rewatch the premiere of either Isle of Dogs or Sherlock Gnomes, and Isle of Dogs no doubt. But it was not the garbage pile 1 out of 10 that I thought it was. The animation ends up being better than it showed, and since it's in theaters, the voice acting had to be passable. Okay, that's about it. My standards were low. The worst part of this movie is probably the characters. There's Nomeo, who just says, "My girlfriend is independent, and that makes me sad." Wah. Then halfway through the movie, he just forgets all about that and has no personality. Juliet just asks questions to Sherlock Gnomes. "Excuse me, mister?" Like, all the time. It's the only thing she ever does because she's so independent. And then at the same time, Nomeo loses all personality, so does she. And then there's the other three. Oh boy, the other three. There's Moriarty, who is a Nope, I'm not talking about Moriarty. He's the villain, that's it. There's Watson, who has such a depressing life that makes you feel sad, and not an emotional sad. Can I get on the screen and make Sherlock Gnomes get smashed with a hammer sad? Sherlock Gnomes is one of the worst characters in animated movie history, up there with Norm, Buck, Cluck, and every character from Leap. He doesn't care about anyone else except him inside the case. He's just, "I'm the best, all of you suck." Shut up, Sherlock Gnomes, you're the main character of a Romeo and Juliet sequel. I'm not the one who sucks here. He's like this because at the end of the movie, he says to Watson, "No, we solved the case." Because that's the satisfying ending I was hoping for. No, it was if he died. He didn't die. He doesn't die at the end. Also, some stuff doesn't even make sense to the original. Like at the end, you know how at the end of the original, the two human grumps come in, they scream because all their gnomes are mixed together after arguing? They're married now. But at least thanks to the ending, I can pass this movie off as average. This is where the animation shines. The characters leave their dislikability behind them. The action looks decent, and the voice acting actually sounds like they're worried about death. It's also, it's not like the Boss Baby or the Nut Job 2 where you know it's not that good, but you still laugh. No, not a single joke worked here at all. And I'm 13, so, yeah, it kind of fails in comedy. But don't worry, I saved the worst part for last. There's a romantic subplot about the frog and computer gnome, and it's even cringier than it sounds. Oh, and at the end, instead of making Romeo and Juliet get married, they're dedicated their quote-unquote new leaders. What? Okay, I see why this movie is a bit disliked now, but what? New leaders. So Nomeo's the dictator of the garden. Why? You know, I'm just getting to the conclusion. Now, Sherlock Gnomes is a decent movie, but there are so many flaws in this. More fake-out deaths, terrible romance, cringeworthy comedy attempts, and much more, making Nomeo your freaking dictator. If you were going to watch this movie, then go ahead. It's definitely not the worst. But it's probably one of the worst this year.
You can never know what it's like. Blood like a winter freezes just like ice. If there's a cold, lonely light that shines from you.